Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact.
It's Jared Goff's Jaguars going up against Ryan's Bills.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down, Goff. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Goff on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had the bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Jags grab it. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Fournette, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. Play clock winding down. Gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. This time Ryan will throw. It's complete. Stills. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They go play action now. Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunton. It's Jaguar football as we begin. 8 yards to go here on second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
I think a free play now for Goff. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Goff now on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
second down. It's McCoy. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Play action. It's gone. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, it's gone. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Oh,
He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So a couple of field goals. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
3rd down, 15 yards still needed. Play action, Ryan. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 for 66. 20.
A handoff to Fournette, and he'll be knocked down sideways. No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun, here's Gone. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's a give to Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. The play clock's running down. Fournette running right. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And here come the Bills. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Hey, let's go. Get up.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking downfield for Joe. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. Red zone opportunity. On second down, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Ryan. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Fournette. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action. Here's Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 44. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Patrick DeMarco, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Leonard Fournette. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Fournette. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Fournette. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than 1 big play to catch them.
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
A big play here for the Bills. And even 50 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target, and it's third and short.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.